Hi, I'm David, founder and CEO of Pure Juicer. Today we're going to make pineapple ginger juice using my three-cloth method. My goal here today is to pass on some of my knowledge of years of juicing and show you just how fast and efficient we can be on a Pure Juicer. And then at the end of the video, we will jar up all our juice with our MVP system, and you can see what it's like to make juice and store it for 1 week so your juice stays fresh and you can have it every day, but only juice one time. Let's get started. When I juice ginger, I don't use a grid. So let's just put the grid tray in without any grid, and let's begin to juice. I work to slice my pineapples at around 1.25 inches. This is a small pineapple, so it's going to be a little bit smaller. So let's get juicing. We'll start by putting 1 slice of pineapple into the press, and while it's pressing, to be time efficient, we're going to grind our ginger. Notice how I use the pusher. I'm trying to push the ginger through as slowly as possible. All right, now that I've got that, I'm going to take our 1.5 cup scoop from our starter kit, put it under the feed tube, because our goal is also to be neat and tidy. So Pure Juicer has made this incredible starter kit. We asked ourselves, what can we do to make juicing easy for everybody learning to press on a Pure? And we looked at all the tools that we were using, and we designed a starter kit. So our starter kit has this beautiful tote bag, an apron, hand towels, scrub brush, 2-liter pitcher, a beautiful stainless steel thermos, and actually, most importantly, these speed trays. This is what allows me to keep neat and tidy. This is our speed bowl, this is our speed tray. And then in addition to this, there's also a stainless steel bowl and 2 strainers to help us with our very liquid juice, which would be cucumber, watermelon, things like that are extreme. Produce like that is extremely wet, and we find strainers are a huge benefit. Okay, so now I have gotten all 4 of my pineapples pre-squeezed, and I'm going to begin a process of combining them into a single cloth. So our goal is to get the entire pineapple into a single press cloth. So it's a fair amount of manipulation, but I find that it's both worth it for speed and yield. So we're now going to reduce the number of cloths that we're using, and we're ultimately going to get down to a single cloth. All right, so I'm going to set this cloth aside, and while we're waiting for the press, let's pour some juice. So we're going to fill these containers with our beautiful 304 stainless steel extra heavy lids from the MVP system, and then we will jar our juice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bottle under the feed tube, and let's pour juice. It's worth noting we've already have over 2 pints of juice that we've pressed in under 4 minutes. This is a Pure MVP pump, and with 10 strokes of the pump, we're able to achieve maximum vacuum, which is what allows us to store our juice for a week. We pump the pump 10 times, remove it from our jar, and now we have vacuumed a jar closed at approximately 80 kPa, 80% oxygen removal. We'll do jar number 2. And once again, we have a perfectly sealed jar. At this point, we can band them up and they are ready to go into our refrigerator. 2 beautiful jars of juice, and we still, so we're now at 5 minutes to make one quart of jarred juice, and we have a little bit left over. Oh, what we have not yet done is we've not yet done the final squeeze. For our last move to get the most juice from our pineapple, we are going to take our pineapple pucks, and we have now reduced our pineapple from our 3-cloth system down to a single cloth. Fold this one and put it away. And so what I can tell you based on what I know is if I leave this in the press for a couple of minutes while I'm cleaning up the juicer, I will fill this jar. For the purpose of this video today, I'm gonna call it good and say that in 6 minutes, we have made 3 pints of juice on our pure juicer. With a little practice and with the right technique, it's possible to be incredibly quick with your pure juicer. You just saw it, 6 minutes to make 3 pints of juice. This is pretty incredible. I would race anybody. Plus, what's more important is that when you're using a pure juicer, our all stainless steel juicer that presses with 2.5 tons of pressure is dishwasher safe. We are getting the most juice, and this means we're also getting the most phytonutrients, the most minerals, enzymes, everything that's in the juice. By getting the most, we're getting more of it. We get the most complete juice possible. This is what allows us to store juice for a week because we are extracting the very, very best juice, the most juice we possibly can. It is the most complete juice going into the jar. And what this translates to is the longest storage life. So when you make the best juice you can, use our MVP system, store it under ideal conditions, you will get a week of preservation of your juice so that you can juice only once a week. Thank you for joining me today while I made today's juice.